Don't pick up your asses to all again. Voices in the mirror. Hi, and welcome back to the Garena Premier League Week 15, Day 2. I'm your host for today. I'm TeddyTibbers.
And this is me, Pseudo. Great to be back on the show. Today we have very interesting elements that will be brought into the show for you, aside from the two amazing matches that we'll be watching and we'll be explaining to you a bit further. So yes, TeddyTibbers, can you explain to the viewers here what exactly GPL is?
No, because I'm going to win. So I'm going to throw everything to you for today.
Okay, fine, we'll do that. Okay, so basically to explain what additional things we are bringing to the show today, we have a special secret agreement between the producers here in Malaysia and between the two of us. So
Yes.
what happens is that normally in the past we made bets on each other as to which team would actually win. And we decided to make it public now to find out better analyst.
Yeah, analyst would be much better word.
And to put it very simply, to put our money where our mouth is. So we came up with this GPL challenge. So yeah, basically we'll show you what it is. And for every week that we will be casting, we will come up with the predicted results, or rather the ratios of which team will be most likely to win. And we will take a side. And at the end of that week, what will happen is that we will see in totals which team won, how many points each of us gotten, had received based on the ratios that were set by our analysts. And at the end of things, whichever one of us had lost would have to do a punishment. So the punishment ranges from different things, but for this time, we set up 3 punishments. So if by the thing, we all ended up to be at the same score in the end. So it was a draw. What happened is that Teddy and myself will have to do the cinnamon challenge. Now, if you don't know what that is, you could look up on YouTube, or we will post up what the cinnamon challenge is, perhaps maybe during the break. We'll see what we can do about that. But if TeddyTibbers wins, I would have to physically carry him off the ground for 20 seconds.
Yes, and apparently I weigh 200 kg to all the players, and Pseudo is just like 60 or 70.
Yeah, so I'm 68, and people are saying that you're 3 times my weight. So yeah, so that's happening. But if I win, TeddyTibbers has to do 50 sit-ups in a row, and the best part about all of this is that it will be all on camera. It'll be all recorded, and you can see the results live. And if the viewers like this and you want to see more, what's going to happen is that we will actually move forward next week where the viewers will get to suggest what exactly they want to see. So for the punishments wise, so yeah, I mean that's pretty much what we decided to do. So yes.
Yeah, so this will be something interesting that we're going to have for this weekend, and I believe that even though I'm supporting underdogs for today, which is KLH and as well as BKT, and for tomorrow I'll be supporting KLH and TPA, I believe that I'll be able to win this, and I'll get to have Pseudo carry me for 20 seconds. It's going to be power overwhelming for him, and I'm going to have a fun time trying to break Pseudo's back. Well, not really break his back maybe, because I still want him for every weekend, I don't have a co-caster.
That's very obvious.
No, I'll give you a very, not swift and silent death, but slow, maybe not painful, but yeah, more agonizing death, definitely. I know you're gonna enjoy it a lot.
I think the people will enjoy looking at you do sit-ups more than me carrying you.
It's okay. See, I have what it takes. I think so, at least. Yeah, so anyway, moving on, for those of you who are interested to know as well, for this weekend we're trying this out to see if you guys liked it, and also for next week's punishment, I suppose we'll let you guys decide what it is. If it's feasible, we will take your idea and we'll do it. But I suppose we should stay away from some food challenges, because we want to stay healthy for the GPL casting and not end up sick in bed or.
We have work during the week. We don't only just work on weekends for GPL, we actually work during the week. So if you make us eat something really nasty, what's going to happen is that our money will take that scene and
we'll be hunted down, and that will be the GG for us, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yes.
how many people liked something.
Mhm.
So either if you like a suggestion by somebody else, either thumb it up, or you can either give us your suggestion what you want to see in that. So
Yes.
if you don't know how to go to the YouTube channel, in the video which you're currently watching, there's move to the pop-up button to the bottom where it's YouTube, and you can leave your comments.
So this will be something exciting to see. I definitely won't be doing sit-ups. Maybe I should do sit-ups while Justin is carrying me in the air. That would seem quite impossible, more interesting to see. And Justin already is in mind thinking I'm being a psychopath who wants to kill him. And that is technically quite true, maybe. Quite true. Anyway, moving on, cutting the crap, cutting into the chase right now. We're going to give you a brief introduction onto what the Garena Premier League is, and I can see that Justin is so distracted, doesn't want to listen to at all what I'm talking about.
I'm trying to figure out my mic because currently everybody's saying my mic is really soft, so I'm trying to adjust the volume so that you guys can actually hear me well and clear. So let me know if it's well and clear. Yeah.
You're being intimidated by me, most probably. Even though Mike is scared of me, see? He wants you to lose, you have to carry me.
The mic is most likely laughing at the sight of you doing 15 sit-ups.
Okay, so I'll take over for now. Moving on, as I mentioned, so we're going to give you a brief introduction of what the Garena Premier League is for those of you who first time join us. So, for those of you who don't know, is basically there are 6 teams in this Garena Premier League from all the Garena regions, which is Southeast Asia and Taiwan. We have people from Thailand. The teams are from Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, and Taipei, which is actually Taiwan. But I don't know, Taipei Assassins Taiwan. It sounds very nice. And so, all these teams will be playing 40 matches throughout a 20-week run tournament, and now we're the 15th week, and so the final results are being very apparent to see who are the top 3 teams in the first and second and third ranking who will be able to fight out to be the best of the Garena Premier League Championships. So as you can see, the ranking 2 and 3 will fight out a best of 3 first, and later on only move on to a best of 5. So being the first rank does not immediately make you the winner for the Garena Premier League. You still have to fight a best of 5 to really prove that you are worth to be the champion for this Garena Premier League. So that is it, and Pseudo has sort of fixed his mic and he seems very eager to speak.
Fix the mic, you guys. Careful to actually find out if it is okay. So let me know if there's slight adjustments before we get into the main matches for today. So let me know.
He just needs a good beating, and then everything will work out fine. So moving on, we go on to the league standings first. So for those of you who know, definitely the top 3 who has been concurrent for these past few weeks will be on first, Taipei Assassins with 27 wins and 2 losses, and Sentinels with 24 wins and 4 losses, and the Saigon Jokers with 15 wins and 14 losses, and so on and so forth. The main thing that people are hoping to see, I believe, will be for the third placing, whether Saigon Jokers will remain on the top or maybe Manila Eagle and Kuala Lumpur still stand a chance to become the third place, but they do need to win almost every single match after that. So basically, as you can see, this for now is very one-sided, so to speak, for the top ranking. But so far, we can have seen that Singapore Sentinels, Saigon Jokers, even the Manila Eagles have put up quite a fight against the Taipei Assassins, but sometimes with unorthodox strategies and something different to put up. So it'll be definitely very interesting to see what happens throughout the GPL before it ends. And so,
I'm adjusting my mic once again. So basically, these are the current standings and what's happening. So like what TeddyTibbers mentioned just before this, Bangkok Titans still have a chance to come back into this. They aren't fully out of it yet. What's interesting to note is that for Saigon Jokers and Kuala Lumpur Hunters, the fight for third placing is still very, very much there. And that's the thing. It's not over yet. There's still multiple weeks to go, and anybody with a winning streak can basically do that. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's actually going to happen.
Definitely. So moving on from there, I'm just going to give you slight introductions for those of you who are too lazy, maybe like me, you don't really know what's the match schedule like until the day itself because you check the websites to see what it is. So today's matchup for the first match of the day will be the Kuala Lumpur Hunters against the Singapore Sentinels. So as you all know that Singapore and Malaysia, we have this friendship rivalry thing going on throughout for even our players on the normal servers. That's just not the professional teams. For the KL Hunters and Singapore Sentinels, they always hang out quite a bit when they went for the Vietnam during season 2. They traveled together, they had breakfast together. You all saw the pictures with the lucky winner who went on with Singapore Sentinels. And at the same time, we have had this heavy rivalry during WCG and other tournaments, so on and so forth. And currently, we can see that Singapore is standing above the KL Hunters, and definitely today will be a match to see, I suppose. A lot of people are thinking, I suppose, KL Hunters is definitely going to lose, they're going to stand a chance, but you know, I have asked Don Murray what he thinks, and he says that they've come out with something new, and they think they do stand a chance. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out and how this changes out for today's matches. Whether Kuala Lumpur Hunters will win, and definitely I want Kuala Lumpur Hunters to win because I have a wager with my good friend Pseudo, and I do not wish to lose. I want him to carry me. I don't want to do sit-ups. Him carrying is more fun. There's a chance of him breaking his back, or maybe breaking a bone somewhere.
Well, this
or,
is basically what TeddyTibbers does. He wants me to suffer and suffer really, really badly. But yeah, basically what's going to happen with the matches today. So for the first match, like TeddyTibbers did mention before this, he will be supporting KL Hunters, and I will be supporting the Singapore Sentinels. The ratios of this is 3-1, meaning that 3-1 in favor of Singapore Sentinels. So if the KL Hunters does win this, and TeddyTibbers is on that side, he'll gain 3 points.
yes.
But if the Singapore Sentinels win, I only gain 1 point. This is kind of helping to balance it all out to see, you know, if everything works out in the end. Because it's unfair if we still give just 1 win ratio to each team that just participates here. Due to the current standings in the league, so with every week the ratios are slightly changed and slightly walked to best fit in. So,
Yes.
yeah, that's basically what it is.
And so moving on, for those of you who have not seen the friend or foe banner, so to speak, and also the epic moment of handshake scene when you see in the league, the Photoshop from Vietnam, you can see Chowie and Monkeys shaking hands, showing off. It's time to settle this fight. What do you think, Pseudo?
I don't know. I think definitely it's a rivalry and as well as a really close friendship, because what happened was that before all of this had taken place, they were really close friends. I mean, they were within the same sort of competition that was happening. You know, they were from the same region, they did participate with each other, and it's really, really strong. What's happening now is that they are in opposing teams, and in these opposing teams, they are supposed enemies. And in GPL, they all are fighting for the ultimate spot, but their friendship is still there. And I think that's what many people do not see. Aside all the games that they play, aside all the victories, all the losses, and whatever may happen, that's pretty much it. So it's kind of weird that many people don't actually see this. And basically, after these 15 weeks, we are finally highlighting to you guys that, you know what, the friendship is actually there, and that's what it all comes down to, the friendship that's there.
And also moving on to the next feature, they talked together after the season 2 has ended. For those of you who don't know, that was for this season 2 qualifiers, in the end, Singapore did lose. Of course, Singapore Dragons put out a good fight and good strategies were played on the day, but of course, they all came back with great experience and a lot to move on to see for these upcoming matches that they're going to have. So definitely, friend or foe, today we'll see whether both sides have prepared special strategies against each other, as they do understand how both teams work out quite a bit. When you see Singapore Sentinels, you might see them sometimes in the laning phase, they might be losing out a bit. When it comes to the jungle ganking, is one of their strengths. At the same time, when it comes to the team fights, their positioning as a team, however they react as quickly as they can. Singapore Sentinels is much stronger, but I've seen KL Hunters train this week. Once again, they have shown me a lot of different things, and with Dawn saying that they have a new strategy and they are confident, that's why I have placed my wager onto them. They're definitely going to come out as the victors for today. At the same time, of course, so I can crush Pseudo's bones, not to mention. So I hope you all will enjoy that as well. Scheming, yes. Definitely. Crush.
I wish to be crushed by a lot of meat.
Meat.
See, I'm being nice, I'm saying meat.
Anyways, no, you're not being nice. You should say muscles, not meat. You know, meat is like...
Muscles? Okay, sure. Muscles it is. We shall see how much muscles he has when he actually loses and he has to do the 50 sit-ups right there.
So right now, actually going to move into the game. The ban and picks has already begun. So do stay tuned to see these epic moments, and at the same time, I try to punch Pseudo when we change the scene because he can't fix his mic and it's giving me so much trouble. Like
exactly.
that.
I have no idea why the mic's not having fixed.
And we can see right now, the quick bans are going on as per usual. When you see a match of SGS against KL Hunters, they really know what they want to take out for both sides. So at the same time, they want to stop each other's strategies, which they thought they might be playing for today. And we can see that Dyna, Twisted Fate, and Malphite being taken out very quickly by the KL Hunters right there. Twisted Fate, there's definitely a targeted ban. At the same time, Dyna has been one of those very much played champions, not just by SGS, but at the same time by TPA, and the high burst, the assassination, the combination of how she just charges in and be tanky and hold everyone at the same position for the opponents is very helpful for the team. And Malphite, just its unstoppable force is really just unstoppable. Well, unless you missed it, of course, then it becomes nothing. But of course, there will be something very, very interesting to see right now, the lineups, because right now Lee Sin has been taken off. Last week we saw Apions play a very solid Lee Sin during the GPL, and hopefully we will see this once again today. I believe it will be a jungle Lee Sin, because I don't really see Marquis play Lee Sin that much at top. And we see for the band champions on Singapore side, it's going to be Morgana, Shen, Jace.
Okay, so what about now? Can you guys hear me? I think I fixed it.
His voice is not sexy enough, you can't hear him. You just can't hear him.
I think I fixed it.
And so we see Morgana, one of the top bands, of course, because of her high initiation. When she catches someone off guard, at the same time, protection from her teammates is very hard to deal with sometimes. It's just very troublesome during a team fight. And we see Shen beaming out the global ultimate. One of the reasons why Singapore did lose was to Shen and Carter's combo played by SAJ. And Shen, in overall, is a quite strong top laner. A bit weaker as a jungler, but but as a jungler, he's able to position himself very well, so to speak, in terms of even if he's taking the blue buff or red buff, wherever he is, he just teleports instantly after getting the buff to help out wherever needs to be helped. And lastly, Jace. I thought Singapore centers would want to pick Jace as Tofu. Oh, okay, never mind. Tofu has went to NS. I totally forgot. So if you have not noticed, actually a change in lineup for Singapore Sentinels, where it's going to be Darkness, Equivocal at the bot lane, Kailing will be the jungler, Hallelujah will be the top lane, and Chowie will be the AP mid. And so this will be something different, I suppose, in the terms of the changes or lineups on what champions they will play. And Jace being taken out, I suppose, is just something they don't want to deal with. The poke composition, and Monkeys can play Jace as well.
Yeah, the poke composition definitely from Jace is very, very strong in what he can actually do. You know, carry form from range to melee, he can harass at very early levels. He can push people back with a smack to the face. So it's a lot of different things that Jace can actually do, which is why primarily people like to ban out Jace.
Yes. And also we see Hagane finally getting his Nunu pickup so far. I believe last week he didn't get it, I believe. Either was took by the opponent, he had to play something else, or do I remember that wrongly? Do you remember? I haven't been seeing Nunu and Azure played that much because Azure has been banned quite a bit, and we can see, however, Azure not being the first pick for KLH this time. They're actually not picking it at all, and actually going for Nunu Vayne against a Corki and the Blitzcrank. That seems quite dangerous. What do you think?
It is very dangerous, in fact. I don't know.
Oh, never mind. It's going to change to Azure. Hopefully, it does change to Azure. Azure does have a better fighting chance, so to speak, because if Blitzcrank, if those of you who do not notice or do not know, when Blitzcrank grabs Azure, he still can essence shift.
It's a locked-in Vayne.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not really sure about this, to be honest. I think Singapore Sentinels has a huge advantage here. I like the Blitzcrank, I like the Alistar combination, I like Rengar. It seems a lot of burst, a lot of jump. It's a lot of instant things that's actually going on. So, I don't know. I really like this. I like Brand. If Brand is being picked up.
I don't like Brand.
Why?
Because it's not being picked at all. I mean, if you see, throughout the season mostly, I believe, and also throughout all games played so far, and all the.
That is right. I like how Singapore Sentinels is doing this. Chowie could be picking up Brad. It could be a very interesting combination being picked up here.
You got crushed. Your hopes and dreams.
But Lux being picked again. So we saw last week Saigon Jokers using Lux. We saw Taipei Assassins using Lux as well. I don't know. This is interesting. We even saw Bangkok Titans use Lux. Leah was using Lux as well. So if this indeed it will be a Lux. So far before this, Saigon Jokers used Lux and it wasn't all that effective. Bangkok Titans used Lux against TPA and it wasn't all that effective. Will Singapore Sentinels come out on it? I am rooting for them. It should be really great. Lux with Teleport is a good combination that we have there. A lot of CC, grabs, blinds, pulverizes stuns, knocks up into the air. I don't know. I like it. I like the lineup of Singapore Sentinels. I think it's a very, very strong lineup, and it looks like TeddyTibbers will be doing the 50 push-ups after sit-ups after all.
Nope, I do not. Do not happen. Do not need to worry. Okay, overall lineup-wise, I believe for early stage depends on whether they actually go to the same lane. That will actually be the determinant of how this turns out. Because I mean, maybe for Yorick he might be going to bot lane against Blitzcrank and well, Corky. It might be quite weird, quite hard to see how Yorick will fare from that. But but he's able to block the grabs from Blitzcrank with his ghouls, so to speak.
I'm not sure if this is the patch, but the ghouls pathing has been changed, where they now everybody the ghouls do not block paths any longer.
Yeah, but it's not like they get grabbed. I mean, getting grabbed from Blitzcrank's rocket grab, that's different.
Oh yes, it's nothing to do with pathing. I am mistaken there. So yes,
Yes.
I don't know. If Vayne doesn't tumble out right, what's going to happen is that she's going to get caught. She's going to go down. But you see, Jaeyoung not taking Ignite, but taking Heal instead. So he knows he cannot get caught here. And in fact, no Ignites taken on the side of KL Hunters whatsoever. Rengar with the Ignite. I wonder, will Hallelujah playing Rengar be playing AP or AD?
So let's just take a look.
Let's just take a look.
You can see from here, ching ching.
Indeed, it is magic penetration, movement speed, and additional armor. So it looks like it will be going with AP. And for the Masteries, 921.
But you see, for his mastery side, he's actually taking armor penetration and attack speed instead of taking spell penetration and cooldown reduction. But the 21 on his side, that makes sense, being want to be much more tankier as a top laner at the same time.
With additional cooldowns taken there as well. So I don't know, we could see a possible hybrid here. Not fully going AP, but having some values of AP actually being taken up, and some attack damage actually being, done as well. So he wants to be a little bit tanky. He wants to be able to deal versatile amounts of damage to the people based on how KL Hunters is actually reacting.
Yes.
So if Karthus gets a little bit too fed, what's going to happen is that he's going to start building a little bit more MR there. And if they are building too much magic resist on their team, Rengar can switch over to be more of an AD damager from there.
Because his first skill, his bonus ratio is actually quite high, so to speak, especially doing the max stats. The W is 100% AP ratio. Rengar is actually one of the better hybrid champions, so to speak. Without that much AD, his Q, his basic damage is really high enough to deal just that much damage, or enough damage needed to kill the squishies like Karthus, Nunu, as well as Vayne on the KL Hunters team. And so, one last thing to check, I just want to see Vayne's runes. Is he going to play something very different for this matchup, maybe just to see anything different? But no, it's just going to be 16 physical damage, 13 armor, and magic resist per level. And for the mastery size, it's going to be, well, just to say, I suppose, right now, more typical of an AD carry right now with the heal and the flash, going for 21-9-0 instead of 21, maybe 21 mix of the defense as well as utilities right there. Because personally right now, or as myself, I do play a bit more AD carries, so to speak, personally. And right now my rune set, I mean for my masteries, is a bit different, so to speak. I play 21-3-6.
21-3-6, explain the tree.
The tree basically is on defense. I just take the armor boost.
Okay.
So I pick 6 armor from there.
Okay.
And then for my utility, I take the 6 points depending on what kind of AD champion I'm playing, or maybe what is my support.
Okay.
I take 1 point in improve recall,
Okay.
3 points into mana per level, and then maybe 2 points in mana regen per level. Mana regen or movement speed.
Okay.
Like if I use Vayne, I'll take the extra 1% movement speed.
Yeah, because it actually does help out.
It does help out a bit. And as well as for the mana regeneration, if you play Ash, you play Ezreal, sometimes in the early stages you get pushed back quite a bit.
So you need to use the additional skills to help you either keep up in CS or to actually do the poke. Okay, that kind of makes sense. So
yeah, but for the defense to take 21-9, that's more safety.
Yep.
More safe option with the extra health right there.
Okay, so what's going to happen now is that we will be moving into game. It was a very quick loading of the champions. So, and here we are. We have the KL Hunters and the Singapore Sentinels.
Yes, and KL Hunt and oh wow, okay, something just went wrong instantly. But if those of you who did notice on the minimap now, there are 2 pings going down just now. A first ping by the Singapore Sentinels at the top lane brush. I think Singapore Sentinels will be going for invade into the blue, and KLH is going to focus and guard the blue. So we're going to see whether this is going to be an early level 1 engage that's going to happen. It's going to be very interesting to see because overall right now the advantage for the early stage, it is on Singapore Sentinel's side.
It definitely is on Singapore Sentinel's side. At the level 1, Alistair is the king of invade. Then you have the additional Blitzcrank there as well. It's insane. Corki can easily take Phosphorus Bomb at level 1. The burst damage is insane.
Even if it doesn't end up as a proper counter jungle, if they just place a ward at the blue buff, the blue golem, so to speak.
They can steal it out. Blitzcrank can just grab out the blue golem
and it'll be gone right there. Yeah. So this is going to be very interesting to see this lineup. Or maybe, you know, SGS are just trying to push the golem into the base. No, just joking. You know.
If they did have Syndra, they could play, you know, toss the golem everywhere. So it'd be like, Blitzcrank pulls the golem out, Syndra leashes him for a bit and then throws the golem. And then Blitzcrank has another grab and it'd be like the pulling of golem to everywhere else.
Yes, for those of you who have not actually tried Syndra, you can actually pull most of the neutral minions from behind their walls. The range is actually very far.
You can pull, in fact, everything behind your walls except for Baron and Dragon, where you can't no skills actually affect them that way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So this will be quite interesting to see. As Syndra, well, it was just unlocked yesterday, and then it is in the Taiwan tournament realm, but then no one is using it, so to speak, for today. So because I suppose, you know, it's going to be very hard to use something so new just randomly, like, you know, you didn't have enough time to think of a strategy up for it or to test it out. Yeah. I was like hoping maybe, you know, we get to see Syndra because she is a quite fun champion overall.
She is definitely fun. So while we wait for them, we're going to be having our Ask Us Anything session again. So ask us either on the YouTube channel or on the IRC chat, and we'll answer. So yeah.
No more questions about the weight. Maybe until I break Pseudo's back, I'll let you know how heavy I am and how heavy it takes for someone to break someone who's worth 70 plus kg, right?
I'm not sure about that.
It's okay, you know.
I really don't. To be honest, I really don't.
It's okay. You just need to say yes. You want to get. Okay, that sounds correct. I was gonna say something, but never mind. Erase that thought from my head. You all need to know what it was. It wasn't something that you all need to know. So, do you have anything? No questions yet?
No questions. So far nobody asking. People are saying hello, so a lot of hellos there to you guys out there. Apparently Singapore is having some ringing sound. I have no idea what the
is it on our side or is it?
No, it's actually on the Singapore side. Some people were talking about it a little bit earlier.
Was it? Okay, so we're not sure what's happening right there. And okay, so actually on our side, KLH players keyboard has some problems, so they might restart the game, and we will see what happens then. We will take some time to resolve this issue, and we will get back to you guys when we know. When you know what is happening actually.
Okay, so we have two questions, very, very quickly. The first question is, Pseudo, you found a girlfriend for Teddy yet?
That's for you.
Yeah, and it's for me. So have I found a girlfriend for you? The answer to that is no.
Because he himself is single, lonely.
Are you sure I'm single? Wait, are you sure I'm single?
Unless you're gay, I'm quite sure you're single.
Ouch!
Yes, thank you for asking me the question.
Ouch. Okay. So yeah. No, I have not found a girlfriend for Teddy. I never knew I was in the market to look for a girlfriend for you, but apparently I am now. So that could be one of the challenges that you give to us.
Yeah, so what happened to the homework for players? That's something that will partially be included in the upcoming podcast. If you have been following Pseudo's page, you will know that
the podcast is back.
Not yet. Coming back.
The podcast will be coming back sometime in October. That's the current plans that we have. And yes, it's going to be pretty interesting. I won't tell you who possibly could be on the podcast, but the arrangement is going to change slightly different. And with the podcast coming back, I will also be releasing articles.
Oh, yes.
Weekly articles on theories for beginners as well as for advanced users. So there'll be two different types of articles coming out about interesting things that have been going on in the region and a little bit explanation as to why.
Please shoot down all his theories so I can just anytime you're just wrong, you should have listened to me.
Yeah, no.
Yes. There's face.
I like
So-
how Derp Kia said, I'm not gay according to the Malaysian education standards. So for those of y'all who are Malaysian,
It's making a V.
for those of y'all who are Malaysian and know what the internal joke is about, apparently or allegedly, Malaysian education system came up with guidelines of how to spot gay symptoms. One of it was V-necks, that's why Teddy decided to turn my shirt into a V-neck. The additional thing was carrying large handbags and wearing bright colored clothes. So, yes.
We'll answer that later. That's not important anymore. The game has started.
The game
It's
has started and we'll be going back in.
So we see right now everyone's going to move into position. As we mentioned, the SGS does have a stronger invasion as well overall the champions. So we're going to see how well this plays off. And Yorick does meet Rengar right there at the bot lane. So they do know there's going to be a lane swap already planned and the ward being planted down, a very early ward. So it's going to be interesting to see whether they do swap back the lanes to how it should be, as this is still up top defending, Lux close to the Wraiths, and then Hockey and Rengar just sticking by the blue. Alisa just waiting down like a boss. If anyone gets enter his brush, Kain is just gonna power rise and say, "Get out."
No, the thing is, what's interesting about Alisa is none of them have actually put a point into any of their skills yet. Like if you look at Rengar and if you look at Alisa, they have not put a point in yet. So it's going to be based on whatever reaction it is. Unlike for Karthus, he has already put up his lay waste. So he's definitely definitive of what he wants to start out with. So yes, that's what's happening. I don't know about this lane swap on the side of Singapore Sentinels. I like the fact that Rengar could possibly go up against.
Wait, they're actually gonna give the blue to Yorick, and Yorick will teleport down to bottom. So this is something similar to what M5 did I think it was one of the last year's tournaments, where they had Gangplank, a top lane Gangplank, and it's Shyvana,
It was recently done in the TSM Invitationals as well.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Whoa. I mean, it's not.
It was
quite bad.
also done
I mean, okay.
last week on GPL. DPA did this, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yes, one of them did do
Maybe
it. So
taking too
yes.
far. And also not only that, I just was remember even the any finals, so to speak, TSM did that as well. Shyvana took the red, but then they gave the blue to the mid lane. They didn't really give it to the top laner.
No, they didn't give it to the top laner, they gave it to the mid laner for the early advantage. Now, what I'm seeing here is that Rengar is free farming. Jeong and Hagane did pick up the red and will be headed down. I don't know if Vayne will do all that well against Rengar, simply because the bushes are there, so it's going to force Hagane to have double wards, and look at that. Chawi immediately getting dropped down
Lower than
extremely fast. I like the fact that the wall of pain came down immediately on it, and the reaction timing of Chawi to escape was impeccable. Did not overreact, threw out his shield, and then flashed away. Perfect timing.
Yes. And right now we're gonna see the bot lane. They're actually gonna do back. They're actually gonna lane swap back. They know they really want to beat Singapore side really just want to shut down Jaeyoung with his Vayne and Nunu combo, so to speak, for KL Hunters. And right now the lane swap has happened. Monkeys with the blue buff. And now you are just reaching level 2 because of the lane swap. Monkeys at level 3 is going to be a heavy advantage. Even though Rengar is able to hide into the rush, it's not going to help him up so much against the ghouls. Even though he can heal himself for 15% of his max health every time he reaches the max stacks for his ferocity, it's going to be quite hard for him right now, I believe. Rengar is just going to be playing more passive, and Lee is there ready to gank, and they saw it coming because there was a ward right there for those of you who are looking overall what's happening. And this is just very, very solid plays overall by both teams so far.
I mean, it is really solid plays. The reverse lane swap that what Singapore Sentinels did, I think, was fine. And look at that. Everybody just stealing away health from each other. Monkeys does have a little bit of advantage because of his blue. But notice the difference here. Even with blue, he doesn't have a huge advantage. He's unable to do significant amounts of damage that pushes Hallelujah to a point where he basically breaks.
Yeah, Rengar is one of those champions that really, if you cannot burst him down, you can't really push him back totally. Because he will just wait to charge up his stacks, and see, there goes, heals back his life almost to 50% right there, just as we were talking about it. And so just focus a bit more right now at the bottom lane. It's going to be very interesting to see how this turns out. Blitzcrank Corki against Vayne and Nunu. Vayne, known as one of the weakest early game champions, so to speak.
For AD carries,
For
yes.
AD carries, yes. And it's going to be very hard to follow up with all the... If he gets caught, he'll be forced to flash, definitely. Because the stun combo from...
The stun combo, you mean the knockout combo?
Sorry. Yeah, it's knockout combo. But I just realized I made a mistake. Ikuruko is actually playing AD, and Darkness is actually playing support.
Yeah, did you not notice that?
Yeah,
It was actually out in the pre-marketing for
I just forgot because I'm so used to Darkness.
And look at the top, what's happening right there. Monkeys will be going down, but he flashes away just in time. Amazing place there. Jaeyoung at the bottom getting very, very low. He got grabbed, the Ignite went off, and Corki's Gatling gun did go off. So a lot of interesting things happening across the map at a very single time, both in favor of Singapore Sentinels. Come on, Singapore Sentinels,
okay.
I want to see that.
It's a 100-goal lead. I'm going to shut you down.
No, I'm not worried about that. But what's happening here is that Monkeys is teleporting down. Looks like Darkness will go down. The Condemn does go off, but... Oh! Nope.
Go to Yorick, and then I'm going to charge down onto Ikuruko. Ikuruko using flash and heal, but Monkeys does have enough health to run in. No problem. Tank the few hits, give Jaeyoung the kill, but Jaeyoung might die.
And Jaeyoung will die!
Oh.
Yes, look at that. I like the fact that Equivocal knew what was happening. They were there, they were very present. In the last minute, Blitzcrank did jump in, did give her the additional damage of the electrified grab. What's that called? No, I mean the punch. Yeah, the electric punch, dealing her the extra damage, slowing her down just for a little bit so that Corki could get the escape to get a little bit further. And at the tower range, they knew that the moment Yorick decided to move back, the tower would shift aggro onto Jaeyoung, and Jaeyoung went down for it. So as much as he got the additional goal out there, Corki got some gold as well. So in terms of goal, a little bit in favor of KL Hunters, but I like that it was a 3-on-2, and still they managed to take down the AD carry, the most important one out there. And at the same time, Rengar was pushing the top tower, so great job on the side of Singapore Sentinels. Great job indeed.
Yes, but overall, it was very well planned. So I think KLH were prepared for this because the teleport happened just as soon as the gang field at top. You know, Yori had to go back, so they wouldn't expect him to teleport so fast back into somewhere. They were expecting him to walk back to the top lane. They would not expect his presence at all. And the bottom rush were not warded at all for Singapore Sentinel side, and it was warded for KLH. And they just teleport into the back ward and just charged in, and they just decimated both for Singapore Sentinel side.
Look what's happening here. Kailing is going in with Chowi to steal the blue. He walked across the map to steal the blue, and they are currently doing it right now. What's interesting is that KL Hunters has no map awareness about what's happening there. Look at the amount of wards being placed down by Singapore Sentinels. That's really, really great here. And Chowi throwing in his Luminescent Orb, but will not actually get... Oh, the ultimate actually just screeches him just by a little bit. Chowi brings him down, and it is 2 for 2 Singapore Sentinels. Come on, make it happen for me. I want to see the 50 sit-ups.
Okay. As we were talking about top, we can see right now it's going to be a 4-man fight right there. Nunu's being caught back by the rocket grab. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade right there.
Chowi brings him down.
Yes.
And it's 3 for 3. So it's building up that the goal difference is exactly the same. There is no difference whatsoever. I'm liking this fast action, fast-paced game. I really like it. It's driving me. It's driving me insane. Look at that. Hallelujah is still continuously pushing the top lane, allowing the minions to chip away at that tower, and that tower is down to maybe less than a quarter health, somewhere around that range. And that at 8 minutes by a Rengar. A Rengar's not meant to be pushing turrets, but with that actually to happen.
AP Rengar is meant to push turrets.
But he's not exactly playing AP, is he?
He's a hybrid.
He has a Doran shield.
Okay, yeah, but just with this rune set, just that amount of boost, I would say that it's actually just enough for Rengar. If he uses W twice, it's enough to clear off the creeps, just with that additional slight boost for the magic penetration, I believe. Because if I remember, I bought a Kage pick and I did it. I know you max W first. Okay, let's just check what Rengar has. And Rengar, yes, he maxing the W, he does 210. Against minions, it's going to be full damage because the magic resist is not that high. And then twice would be 420. It will definitely kill the range, but the but the melee minions will have just a bit more health left. It's very easy to clear up. You can see in terms of the trade right there is a sustained fight happening. And right now actually at bottom again engage going on. I don't think Jaeyoung got caught, but he's right. He's fine. Just brought down the half health. But just farming at the tower with Nunu and Vayne together, the combination is going to be quite easy. You can see right there in terms of shielding up instantly, it is in the favor of Hallelujah.
It definitely is. Thank you. It's in the favor of Singapore Central.
No, it's just in the favor of that. But when it comes to the team fight, not going to know what's
Oh, look at that damage.
I didn't see anything.
Just look at that huge amount of damage, forcing Monkeys to use his health pots up there, forcing to take additional minion hits because he doesn't want the minions to be targeted by the turret. And just look at that once again, forced to use his ultimate. Monkeys possibly will go down.
Will survive. Just nice. I saw him the last second he used his abilities to get some HP back, so you're wrong. I was like, yes.
Just barely there, but look, Chowi goes in again, refreshes his blue buff. That's amazing there. So Lux is going to spam continuously. The extra 20% cooldown reduction is definitely going to help out leaps and bounds. And if you look at things, Karthus is almost completing his Rod of Ages. Lux already has 2 Dorans, and when Lux goes back, it's going to be very interesting. I like the fact that Singapore Central is coming in something with Goldens here. Will the Glab actually go off? The Glab should go off, and bye-bye. Just like that, for the tree.
I believe that Goldens did not want to waste his flash. He think that even though he flash, he might still get caught, or Alistar or Blitzcrank might just flash.
It was the light binding, it was a possible grab from Blitz. So it was a lot of different combinations that he could have gotten caught from, so yes.
And this is the one thing, so I suppose, is being played very well by SGS. I've had to say, sad to say, which I do not want to say, is that when you have a Blitzcrank support, he needs to be more aggressive. He needs to go help out other lanes if possible because of his extra movement speed, and the Vulcan Gap will help all these things happen. We can see right now, wow, Darkness being very aggressive together. We can see them diving onto Jaeyoung, and the Rocket Grab hits onto Jaeyoung. He pushes back Corki. The ultimate goes down from Karthus, but it's not going to be enough to take anyone down there. And that was very, that was very badly played by KLH. I will not mention the opponent team's name.
Great job on Singapore Sentinel side. I like the fact that Blitz actually went in solo. The exhaust was on, managed to get really, really close. And then we have the Valkyrie that moves in. Look at that, Golden's taking huge amounts of damage. Wow, even less than half health. What's going on with Chowi here? That magic penetration boots. The Sorcerer's Shoes from there is definitely helping him leaps and bounds. He is 3-0 at the moment and is looking to be really, really strong. When he goes back for the second time, he's definitely going to come up with interesting things. If you look at the difference of supports now, we look at Alistar, we look at Blitzcrank. For Blitzcrank, he has 2 GP5s just completed and 1 boots. And on the other side, where we have Nunu, we see that the first GP5 is not even completed yet. So that just shows the difference of what's happening in the bot lane. That so much so that Blitzcrank is that much ahead where he can complete 2 of his GP5s and Nunu has not completed his.
I believe it was because Nunu was focusing more on buying wards, but I can see right here, Epeon's going to get caught. It's cranking there, the Rocket Gap, they flashes away. Wow, both of them flash to try to get the kill. And yes, both of them did burn out their flash right there. They did try to get the kill onto Epeons. Epeons did burn 2 flashes there. That was very well played. Yes, Epeons kick them away, give them the Dragon Rage. Just like how I'm going to kick Pseudo's ass soon after this.
We shall see.
I said the wrong word. I don't say that.
Anyway. People are saying they don't like me because I'm supporting the other side. Oh well.
Love for the bear. Anyway, focusing back onto the game, you can see right here, the kills difference is just by 2, and also but the goal difference is solely leading to Singapore's Sentinel side.
Yeah, it's almost 2k. I'll look at shall we teleport in? Bye-bye, Hagane, not even a chance. But it's in a good job that it was Hagane that got caught out and not Jaeyoung. So the AD carry still lives, possibly can do a little bit of extra farming even at tower range, but what's bad for the side of Singapore Sentinels, what's bad for the side of KL Hunters is that Chowi is now 4-0. Wherever he is, whenever he engages into a fight, he lands the kill. He doesn't end up with an assist, he lands the kill. And that's really, really strong.
And you can see how you're going to break the top turret already, pushing out very aggressively. Yorick, being one of those champions, if you can out-sustain him and out-damage him, he's really that much more weaker. And overall the picks right now for KL Hunters is really for the end game side. I mean, end game composition, the Vayne Yorick combo, and we can, as well as Karthus all together during the team fights. The damage output they have is going to be exponentially
Will
increase. And we
Douglas
can
go
see right now,
down
Douglas
for
I think
this?
Douglas is
No.
Oh, the fish frocking on both Lee Sin and Jeong right there. Very well played there by Equivocal. And Lee Sin trying to go for the kill, but got knocked out.
Oh,
And
look
Jeong-
at that grab! That grab was amazing. Just in time, Jeong actually going down very, very low. Chowi not being able to get him. The laser does not actually end up in line. But look at this damage being dealt out here. They possibly could go in. Kailing is coming in. And if he lands a headbutt pulverize, it could spell disaster for KL Hunters. It definitely could. But it looks like at the bottom lane, things will be backing off. Not much actually happening there. I love that grab. That grab was amazing. What do you think about that?
What grab? I didn't see anything happen. Just focusing right now, you see Yorick and Rengar right there. Talking about Rengar, he actually doesn't need to build anything, so to speak, in the early stages. He doesn't need to really boost his damage or boost his AP. If he just boosts his survivability right there, see with the Doran Shield and with the Spirit Visage, he just heals up so much more with his abilities.
It definitely
Which makes him so to speak, strong and weak champion at the same time, because he's very dependent on his ferocity stacks and his abilities. When he does not have them at all, he just really becomes very big, and we can see, wow.
Forced to flash, perhaps. What will happen? Epions will be coming. Forced to flash. Regrab out there. Look at that. Amazing. That's what you have. Great teamwork there. Lux ending another kill at 5-0. Will it be 6-0 to get godlike status?
Oh.
We shall find out soon. I actually thought that I was wondering why was Golden's all the way placed out there. Like,
Yes,
it
I
didn't
think
really suit him all that well. Oh, look at that jump. Epions is actually really low. Force his ultimate. Dragon kick up there. Hallelujah is on his ultimate being procced up there. Look at the ignite. Goes off. It looks like Epions will go down. No problem there. And it's 3-9. That happening. Dragon's being taken as well. Nothing much that KL Hunters could do about it. They had no ward to even see. And looks like they will be going on to Jaeyoung now. They will be moving in. Will the grab actually be landed up? They're definitely in place to they land the grab. The grab does go off. Pulverize. Lasers. Lasers everywhere. Another kill. Finally, one assist for Shawi. And it's 6-0 at this moment. 6-0. Will it be 7?
that smile on your face, that creepy smile on your face, just like a stalkerish head.
Hey, it's not a stalker. How do you know what face a stalker has? I'm happy because the team I'm supporting is winning. It prevents Teddy from getting that 3 extra points, and it's one step closer to seeing Teddy do 50 sit-ups. Why not?
Because crushing your back is much more interesting. You should totally let me crush your back, even though, you know, you win this Vasia or something. And we can see right here, everything is moving in the favor of Singapore Sentinels with that about 6k gold difference onto Singapore Sentinels advantage. And overall, as we did mention, the early game champions, the overall CC composition is actually in the favor of Singapore Sentinels. So really, right now, it really lands up to how KLH can really just slowly farm up, drag the game from ending, make sure that Singapore Sentinels do not destroy too many objectives, because it's going to make it too hard for them to defend and farm up. As all this right now lies onto how well how well Monkeys, Goldens, and Jeong end up in the late game. In terms of their survivability, the damage they deal, and we can see right there, wow. Oh,
Once again, godlike.
Yes.
I think what's interesting here, what KL Hunters actually needs to do now, I'm going to put aside the fact that I am supporting Singapore Sentinels for this game, but is they need to focus out Chowi. Chowi is the only major killer on the team. All the additional gold that can be collected from there is amazing. The other thing that what needs to be noted is that at the bottom it's going to be a kill as well. The other thing that needs to be noted, Kailing's coming in. Kailing just got a kill at the bottom. Equivocal will get a kill as well. I can never get... Oh,
shield.
Look at that clutch shield on Lux. I definitely want to go back and look at the replay of it later. That was just in time. Just amazing. But like what I was saying is that Chowi is the main person carrying the team now. Tofu is not there, even though Hallelujah's kind of keeping up with top. What they need to do is they need to bring down Chowi. Once that happens, Hockey isn't all that fed. Jeong will scale into the late game really well. So if they manage to do that, if they manage to pull the game into the very late game where Vayne is really strong, Karthus is stronger than Lux, that's what's going to happen. And that's what's going to win it for KL Hunters. But not if they go and overextend, not if they try to do crazy things. That's not going to happen. But they do have a one in there and stolen.
the laser.
Stolen.
Yes, and you can see Vanguard going to jump over the wall, going to chase on to bonus. There goes the bind. He will go down, but definitely will help Lux get the kill right there. Yes, and there goes Chowie is legendary, but Jorvik's ultimate does keep it up again. We can see Ikkyuga charging in. Oh, Ikkyuga's going down, but right now Carter's being revived once again. Will he be able to do the damage needed onto Ikkyuga? Nope, he just dies right there. The ghost just goes off, and Yorick is chasing Lux. Where did Yorick?
No, Yorick's back in lane actually. And they look at this, a 19th minute Baron. This has not been seen very much in total in this whole thing. Kailing forced to use his ultimate to tank up the Baron, but Monkey sees that Monkeys has no mana, so he can't do much of anything. He can see it as Baron is being stolen and Singapore Sentinels crawls ahead a little bit further and not do anything.
You can see
exhausted.
Monkey's trying to charge in to get the kill onto Alistar as he does have the
shutdown does what happened. Yes. I like this.
Double kill on to Bonus, and yes, they land a quadra kill and they take the Baron with the Carter's ability right there. And that was very well played by KL Hunters. They all moved into position, they all rushed in. As you can see, they all were going very low. They're all using the abilities to take down Baron as fast as they could, but it was not fast enough. If their AD carry was Vayne, it would definitely be fast enough with the extra true damage. But Corki, yes, you suck as an AD carry. You don't have that much attack speed, you just have high burst, but once the burst is down,
yes.
And now we can see right now KLH is going to charge in, they're going to break up the turrets, and they might even get the inhibitor if they are fast enough, and they might force a team fight to happen inside SGS base, and this will lead to KL Hunter's victory. As you can see right now, Vanguard's going to charge in, do his burst damage, but it's not going to be enough. You can see Alistar charging in, the headbutt power rise, and Jaeyoung going to use his ultimate, poke down Vanguard. Vanguard flashes out, last ultimate.
Look at that! Look at that! Jaeyoung will go down as well. Hagane will be chased. It was most of him that did go down. The chase will continue out, and it's going to be pretty interesting to see if they can land anything else from this. As much as KL Hunters could take the advantage of the towers, what was interesting to note is that as soon as Singapore Sentinels could come out from their revival spawn time, they would definitely have the advantage once again. Even a Baron buff is there, KL Hunters does not have the scaling, and this is certainly not late game yet. So with this happening, I don't know if this is valuable for KL Hunters. They could have taken the outer turret at the top lane as well and split up both lanes to take the two very safe turrets. Instead, they decided to go for the very fast push down mid, and now Singapore Sentinels can take back in return 2 additional turrets. So, I don't know. I don't know how worth it that was, to be honest.
And there's going to be a slight technical issue right now since the fight is ended. I'm going to fix this. So can we have a side screen change back to us while I do this fix so no one needs to know what's happening by our side?
No. The screen, yep, yes. There we go. Okay, so I shall rise again. Thank you guys for supporting me. I'll let you guys know what's exactly happening here. There's no fights that's going on. KL Hunters is going to take the dragon, and looks like Xiaomi will be coming in to steal. No, he does not steal the dragon. The smite does go off, and dragon is being taken on the side of KL Hunters. So yeah, Lux's ulti was just barely coming up there. Nice. Still being controlled by Singapore Sentinels. I like that a lot. And FPL is actually getting poked quite a bit.
Yes, and we can see right there, actually, from your argument, I would say that pushing all the 3 towers in the middle is much more favorable, so to speak, because it's the easiest way to get into the opponent's base. And right now, if we have just taken out the outer turrets for the top, middle, and bot, it's not going to be enough. And right here, we can see, right now, without the tower, KLH gets charging. If they're out of position, it's going to be very easy for them to catch people. So the wall of pain pushing everyone away, further a bit out. At least have the charging. Vanguard is able to charging, but not to move out once their flash is out. The team fight earlier. You can see right now, Jaeyoung doing tons and tons of damage, just slowly poking and chipping it down, moving on to Lux, now going on to Corki actually, and we can see taking down Blitzcrank as well, and there goes all the kills down. It was just a 4-for-1 trade right there. You can see, yes, that was a perfect decision making right there for KL Hunters, when they went down the take down the mid, and definitely
Hagani was allowed to channel his full ultimate. Chowie could possibly go down. Oh, not that ace.
Yes, and it goes an ace right there, totally into the favor of KL Hunters, and they might have the ability to end the game now as Vayne and Nunu is alive with the attack speed. But okay, never mind, it's not focusing. Yes, they're not focusing. It's not the end game yet. They might take down 2 turrets, but they have to fall back after that. As Alistar is coming back
Kailing is out.
Kailing will be out soon, but just Alistar is not going to be enough against Nunu and Vayne without his ultimate right there. It's going to take him down instantly. No, wait, they're actually going to focus onto the Nexus. Yes, onto the Nexus. And yes, this right there, GG right there. Yes. Yes, the power of the underdogs just
No.
beating them. Oh, yes. I would say something bad, so to speak. It's not really foul, but that's how people say. You say, sao pei, that would mean you should keep your skin back. You should. Yes, the joy and the sadness of Pseudo fills me. I'll be more energetic. And yes, Bangkok Titans will win the next game as well.
I don't know. I must agree that the last engage on the KL Hunter side was really well planned. Singapore Sentinels did nothing to stop the full lunar ultimate. Kyling went down ridiculously fast, even with his ultimate being proc. And at the last moment, Jing was still alive. Carter's put up Requiem, and the team basically decimated. I like the fact that Yorick chased out Chawi away from the whole fight where he could not deal all that much damage. So, very well played. Very well played to KL Hunter's side. Even though I am Malaysian, and for this match I was supporting Singapore Sentinels, definitely hats off to them. Very well played.
So let's look back to the score screen. If you want to actually notice, let's looking at the goal difference, it will actually not be that large, because you can see they got the shutdowns at the Baron, and they got the Baron. There's a lot of gold, and they push down 3 towers at the same time. That actually pushed up the goal difference to just 1k actually, but then they got killed back. It became to a 3k difference, but that was just what KLH needed, because most of the kills went on to Yorick, Jae-Yong, and on to Carter's. They bought the items needed. We can see Carter's there at the end game already with his Zonya, and Jae-Yong with the Blood Thirster and almost Phantom Dancer done, but with the Blood Boy from Nunu, it is about the same thing. And with Yorick with enough damage and survivability, the Phage, Mana Mune, as well as the Spirit Visage, totally just stomping SGS. Because if SGS were to fight with the tower in the mid lane still there, they might win the fights because of the binding of the CC. They just need to force KLH to engage, because Chawi with his lasers, with the long range abilities, with Corki, can clear up the minion waves very, very quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
That was very, very true, and the analysis given was very comprehensive out there. I don't think so there's very much to be said. Great job on KL Hunter's side. The ball kind of dropped on the side of Singapore Sentinels. The positioning was just out for them and not really done impeccably. I like the fact that the targets were decisively chosen by KL Hunters, and they went for their targets.
Yes.
And that's what basically caused the spread out and led them to victory.
At the last team fight, they were all not in the mid lane yet. You could see that one was from the far left, one in the mid, 3 at the far right.
Yep.
That's why they all got caught, all separately. Kyling rushed in to push everyone away so that the team can get into position. But Alistar, one of the bad things of Alistar, his CC combination is very good, very high. But once he uses his combo, if his teammate cannot follow up, he has no way of escaping at all.
Indeed.
Yes, which is one of the reasons why I think nowadays you see a lot of games, Alistar is not really that much of a favorable pick anymore.
Any longer, yeah.
See banned right now.
People just realize that there is a way to go around and handle Alistar. So long as he doesn't have a super early game advantage with like 3 additional kills, he can be easily dealt with. But basically that was game number 1.
Yes.
So just to explain to the extra viewers who just joined us, Teddy and I have an ongoing competition.
Yes.
Okay? And this ongoing competition will basically be explained on screen right now. So yes, before all the GPL matches of the week are played, win ratios are set up by our GPL analysts here in Malaysia, and Pseudo, which is myself, and Teddy will have to pick a side. And at the end of the week, we will see who has the highest score, and the loser will have to do a punishment, which will be captured on video and shown next week. So in the first game, the ratio was given 3-1, and Teddy won, so that's 3 points to him,
Yes.
and no points to me. So in the next game, which is Bangkok Titans versus Saigon Jokers, the ratio is 7-2, where Teddy had picked the side of Bangkok Titans, and I picked the side of Saigon Jokers. So if I win, I get 2 points. If Teddy wins, he gets 7 points, and that will be extremely decisive.
Yes.
So join us for the next game. We'll be going to commercial breaks very shortly.
Oh wait, you forgot to explain the punishment right there.
Oh yes, go ahead.
If you end up in the draw, in the total points, Zero and I will have to do a cinnamon challenge y'all can just YouTube it. It's all over the place. But if I win, he has to carry me for 20 seconds. I'm gonna break his back definitely. And if he wins, I have to do 50 sit-ups and everything will be on video for you guys to see. And if everything goes well, we'll have it again next week. Do comment on YouTube or on our YouTube channel so that we know what you want to see for the next week's punishment. But please, nothing that will make us sick, so to speak, because we do need to work during the week. Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. So we will see you momentarily, and we have a short commercial break. See you then.
See you then.
Wow, banana.
Wayang, a traditional theatre performance to act falsely or pretentiously with the intention of deceiving others.
Okay, no longer.
I have a huge headache.
I think I need to bring you to the emergency room.
Oh, I just need an MC. Yeah, dude, I'm just 5 minutes
I don't understand.
away.
Why is he
Just one
squatting?
stop. I'll be
No,
there
he's trying to
soon,
wear his
man.
pants.
Yeah, but like,
I'm just one stop away.
Sorry, because you're answering the call and trying to rush. I know. I mean, I had a friend.
this is a joke to actually Apple. But the fact that they can only make longer phones, they can't actually change the design. So, yeah.
Yes.
And this was actually quite scary.
Yep. So scary.
In terms
You
of-
don't see it, I realize now.
Ew, she looks so fat and ugly in this picture.
I wonder how many people do that.
a lot.
Study? Oh, come on, who needs to study?
I don't know why they decided to study equals glasses. So.
Man, the new Justin Bieber
And poor Justin
album
Bieber
just
got bashed on
sucks.
his
I
video
know,
quite
right?
a bit.
What kind of man listens to that?
Yeah.
You know you love me. I know you care.
That was so creepy. so very
Check out
scary.
Justin Bieber's new album.
Oh my god, I totally love him.
You call that a camera? Check out this one. Just bought a new lens. Takes awesome shots. Wanna have a look?
Yes. We should have a picture of me really being bored.
Because you
Challenge
got bananas.
Shaving challenge.
Oh my god, that was such a good one.
I like the way you think.
Nah, man, it's alright. Let me get this one.
I got a big paycheck coming
No,
in.
I'm not kidding. I just got a huge
Trust me,
bonus.
I've got-
Yeah, let me
I've
just
got
get
it.
this.
Like everybody's talking
I'll
about
get this.
GMBB all of a sudden.
Yeah.
That's actually appears.
I don't think I brought my cards.
I'll get it.
Hey, sweetheart, what are you up to?
Oh, nothing. I'm just reading a book. Hey, baby, what are you doing?
Nothing much. Just reading a book.
Alec just looks creepy every time he does a smile.
If nobody knows what green material is actually using, it's actually their chroma key background which they use for
I can
GPL.
totally drink. I'm not drunk!
I think a lot of people are wondering how the scene was being taken.
I actually have a pretty good guess. Like, I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure she just wore a very nude colored dress, and just
The
pixelated
other day I
it
was
up.
walking in Hollywood Village and I saw this girl in sleepers. Oh my god, so gross, totally out of fashion.
The Pseudo can do that very well.
Oh man, rough night yesterday, man. She had her hands all over me. Great legs. What time do they open? Wow, banana.
I can totally drink.
Oh, and this
Oh,
thing,
I actually like this. I haven't watched this. This is the fourth one, right?
the third one.
Oh, this is the third one, the Ranga one.
This is basically HH person talking about how to use Rengar right now. There's a lot of people asking the jungler, AP or AD. So let's watch this.
This is actually really good.
Interesting episode, so to speak. As you did see, an AP hybrid tanky Rengar. Oh, for Rengar. More AP tanky.
When you have a champ like Rengar that fits so many roles, ask your team what they want. See what's going to fit best in the team composition that they're eyeballing. Do you want a jungler?
I like how he puts the words behind and use Oppa AP style. Like OP AP style.
Bruiser top. Let them know. Ask them. They'll tell you what they want. The pros are starting to tend more towards the AD
And
bruiser top.
right now, as you mentioned, the more favored ones would be the AD because it's QQ ratio, double Q.
Ratio is very strong.
It takes out AD carries and AP carries very easily and quickly. But it's only a single target.
Now that we've shed some light on the situation, here comes the homework. Pick both Rengar
Who wants to try this out with me?
and Shen,
I can play
and
both
make a
champions.
decision. Who goes
Rengar
top,
and Shen?
who goes
Yeah.
jungle.
Because when Rengar becomes invisible, basically Shen can teleport onto him and cannot be seen until Rengar appears.
It's the same as when, I mean, any sort of champion that goes invisible, like Twitch and Eve as well.
But you see, the difference is that for Rengar, even without using your ultimate, just by running to the brush and suddenly jumping out,
You can suddenly
something will happen, and people will be like, will panic instantly. And the best thing to get is Spirit Visage over cooldown reduction. Is the most important thing for.
And then Shen appears.
Shen ult doesn't show up
vision.
through the enemy team, so try get an ambush that way. When you're done giving the
Really
super
strong.
try come on back, leave a comment, leave a video response at the end of the next episode. We're gonna take the best ones and give you guys some shoutouts. But until then, do your homework. So how'd the promote party go? Let's see what you guys had to say. First shout out goes to the assassination.
This is a
Promote
review from last
all
week's
teleport
episode.
team.
We did post this episode last week regarding on how people should play promote. And a lot of people are thinking about Nunu because Nunu really is best.
The buff.
The Bird Boy buff onto that minion is just too strong. And next will be Soraka. Soraka's heal can heal up the minion as well at the same time and push the lane very quickly. So these are the two things that people have been trying out from them.
Alpha Machinima is the one.
Yes.
I ran Nunu with MF promote, great strat perform. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, there are lots of different combinations that can actually be done to see how well you can actually push it out there. So it's great things. What can be done? So I don't know. I have not seen many people using promote yet. But yeah,
It's something risky, so to speak, because you really must take down all the first tier towers by the 15 minutes mark. If you do not do it, then you have wasted your time in taking the build for promote. So I did try it. I forced my teammates to follow me. They were friends. Yeah, and it did work out. I was using Grace and I took promote.
Yeah.
So it really depends over how well you can work with your team and definitely work. And this is the best comment ever. What comic book store did they hire him from? So this is more of an American joke, so to speak, because of how he looks. It's a very typical American comic store dealer, so to speak, how they sell the comic books. So yeah, for those of you who went to the United States or you do view a lot of things from the streams or maybe even videos done on YouTube that are from the States, you might have seen what they're referring.
what they're talking about, yeah.
Yes, and the first video was actually more on what said. If you haven't watched it, go look it up. Put AJ Happerson homework, I believe. You should be able to find it. And his first episode was regarding how Singapore anticipated the shield composition during the IPL face-off.
Yeah.
Ama, Javan, and was it Lulu? Or was it China?
I believe it was Lulu.
Yeah. Those are very interesting things you can think of, and different strategies, so to speak, that are really out there that a lot of people have not really tried it or tested out. And so, sorry for talking so long. Welcome back. As you can see, I'm so having an orgasmic feeling right now. Triumph over Pseudo. KLH won. 3 points.
I'm running away from the fact that you said orgasmic feeling, and I'm like,
anyway,
okay.
So Garena Premier League week 15, and this is day 2, and this will be game 2. I'm your host for the day. I'm TeddyTibbers.
And this is Pseudo, hoping that Saigon Jokers win the second game so I get a little bit of extra points. You're saying and you're expecting that Bangkok Titans will come ahead here and possibly win this?
Maybe, for all of you that do not know, but we do know because we work behind the scenes. Bangkok Titans have recruited 2 new players to the list.
That is true.
We'll show them to you later. And they actually did a remake of their art, of their pictures, and one guy looks like Bruce Lee, actually, so to speak. And so before we go on to the upcoming games and everything else, we just talk about the two events that are coming up soon. Have been ongoing, to be more correct. For those that do not know, the Proving Grounds is a Proving Grounds online tournament going on right now, and it's held in conjunction with Garena Carnival. There will be offline tournaments tomorrow, the 23rd of September, from 10 a.m. at Kakabo this Sunday. So for those of you interested to see, you go take a look. I believe it'll be quite interesting to see. RM matches are a bit more unpredictable. Anyone can become the winner if you know how to fully utilize the champions you get, even though the opponents have much stronger champions against yours. And so you get to meet GM Zongt and Salis at the offline tournament as well. They'll be there doing some things which you all will know if you guys do go. There'll be a cash pool of 1,500 Sing dollars and Razer peripherals to be won. And 16 teams will play in the offline component on Sunday, and 4 teams will play at the Garena Carnival Final, Garena Stadium, which is in 2 weeks' time. So for more details, you can go up to look up in our forums, as well as the challenge. The brackets are up there. You get to see who are these top teams who have made it so far.
Yeah. So there is the other ongoing, I wouldn't say event, but
Education system.
system. Let's go with system here. There's another system that's currently going on, and he has been going on for a while, and he has been proving with really, really strong results. It is the it's a Keep Calm, Be Nice campaign.
You emphasize the be nice much more since last week.
Yeah, I mean, keeping calm is fine. Like, if you don't say anything, technically you're calm, but being nice actually means that, you give people compliments when it's due to them. You don't go and say at them, you noob, you mother, father, don't know what, goes into it. It doesn't work that way. But saying that, nice job, great, assist, and that's actually what's going to promote healthy competition and move your community forward, I believe. Like, for me, whenever I enter a game, I always say good luck, have fun. Instead of just, just being absolutely silent.
Yes.
Like, I don't do that. So it is a long-term project, and it will be ending relatively soon.
Which is tomorrow.
23rd. Oh, yes, it is, in fact, ending tomorrow. So, yeah, so for players who have played 30 normal games, and if you have received 5 reports of less than that, you get 20 RP.
Yes. So just so you know how many games I've been playing, I actually have 220 RP so far for this event. Even VGM to get it credited just because it's on the system base.
Yeah.
And that's how many games I've been playing so far, which is a good and bad indicator, I believe. I should have said that out.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
but what's more interesting is that you can get 300 Vancouver Amumu skins, which is really, really fun to have because it's not available for sale. People have been asking on the RC chat, why does Garena not have pack skins? There are actually additional skins aside from packs that are unavailable on our site
Yes.
for various reasons. But
It's,
this is one of them.
To be more specific, PAX and Riot has an agreement that these skins can only be released during PAX events. So
PAX is not here.
Yeah, and PAX is not here. So PAX for now will not come to Southeast Asia. So that is why PAX skins are not released into Southeast Asia regions. And well, so from there you will know. Maybe all you guys should petition to PAX, ask them to come to Southeast Asia, show them the League of Legends community, and who knows, they might come and we will get all these free skins that everyone has been wanting to get for the for I guess there's Civil and Jace, and there should be one more. Oh, sorry, not Jace, Jax. Wow.
Like, gee.
I was
There
thinking
is
of Jace.
Sivir, there is Jax, there is Specs Ramus,
Ah,
there is there not a Pax Twisted Fate as well?
I don't think so.
The Pax Ramus is the green and yellow one, basically.
Yes.
Which some people have. You could have gotten that from if you had transferred your account from North America and you were level 20 and above.
Yeah.
PAX Sivir was given out at PAX event, so you can't get that.
So for now, that will be the answer we have to
Yeah,
for you
so
guys.
far you can't actually get
So-
that, so yeah.
If you guys do improve our community, you do attract their attention. They see there's something for them there. Who
Packs
knows?
may come down here and the skins could be given away. So there is that possibility there. But what's interesting is that actually a few people have asked us a few questions. Do we have just enough time?
Oh, give me a moment. I actually forgot something.
We actually did forget something. And yeah.
Oh wow, this is okay.
We kind of forgot something actually. And we need to figure that out right now.
Yes, we were not given any reminders because we were focused on overall how the first game went off. So this is a minor setback on our side, and okay, so this is not going to work out well at all. I'll leave this to you.
Okay.
Yeah, so to speak. Oh wait, it can't be helped. It will not work.
I have a possible solution.
Which is
You want me to say it on air?
sorry, we have to go off for a while to fix this. So please be patient. I'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Hey guys, you're back. We had a few tech issues, which we hope we had fixed out. But what's going to be happening is that our video will not be of the same quality as it was before. It's actually gone down a little bit less. So yeah, hopefully we can explain it to you guys once we have more information, but we don't really have much information about it now. So we will be switching our screens into game as it comes up. But in the meanwhile, Teddy, you were talking about Bangkok Titans and having 2 new players out there. So, and the overlay before this showed the 2 new players. So, yes. Yes. Yeah, so
our person is not listening to us. Not thinking how it was.
No worries there. So basically, what's going to happen is that they have 2 new players there. Now, what we did see that there are a lot of promising players coming up from Thailand, and it's only going to assist Bangkok Titans even more. So if you do see on the right-hand side there, we have BKT SKLZ and BKT Roran being added into the team. Now we see that a lot of new players have been added in, and it's very interesting to see what these new players actually can bring with a new top player and a new AD carry. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how they actually end up at the end of things. Will they be able to bring Bangkok Titans their first win? It was it did not really go all that well for Singapore Sentinels, and it did go really well for KL Hunters. So we shall see if Bangkok Titans actually do manage to come up with a win on this on Saigon Jokers. So what is going to happen now is we're actually going to move into game, and we are going to see what's going to happen. So the lineups are from Bangkok Titans: Rise as AP mid, we have Zeras playing Sona, we have Ezreal, we have Geno on Rengar, and we have Roran playing Hakrim. On the side of Saigon Jokers, we have Blitzcrank, another Blitz here. We have Ash, we have Nyx Water playing a very strong Ahri, we have Violet on Lee Sin jungling, and we have QTV playing Irelia. So at the start of things, it is pretty interesting to see how everything is ongoing, and that it looks like there could possibly be an invade. It could possibly be an invade. Everybody seems to be pretty much close to each other, but it's going to be coming down to who gets caught, who gets spotted, and what actually is going to be happening to the people. So yes. At the same time, yeah. So basically what we're doing now is just shooting the camera vision to see what can be seen by the opposing teams. Now for the side of Saigon Jokers, they were originally kind of camping out on the blue side. They decided to switch it over to the red side, but the ward clearly shows Bangkok Titans who is in the brush and what's happening. Now, the other team does not see, or they just saw Lee Sin there, and they do see everything currently going on, so they possibly could go in here for a kill. Rengar does come out, possibly leaving Archie away, possibly aiming for Junie. Junie is going to flash out. Roran is there. Roran could be coming in for a dash for Bangkok Titans, slowing Junie down. Junie forced to move a little bit further ahead. But with his mana shield being procced, he's not be able to do very much, and that would be first blood to the side of Bangkok Titans. I like the play of them waiting out in the bush, being very calm, being very methodical about it, and at the end of things, going up ahead and getting the first blood. But that does not leave Saigon Jokers by any chance behind in any sort of way.
And one thing to mention is that if you do enter into the opponent's jungle, if they do have a Rengar, and he is defending it, you run through their jungle area, you're not going to be able to run away at all. Because if you can't stun here at all, when you enter a brush, he will follow you in the brush, it will leap out instantly after that. There's no way of running away from a Rengar in the jungle, basically.
That is true. There's a lot of brushes that do give him a lot of the additional jump and gap closing, so which is really good for Bangkok Titans. But if you're starting to look at the compositions of the teams as it goes forth, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what's actually going to happen and how this game will actually translate to it. Hecarim versus Irelia? I'm not so sure about that, but it's going to be pretty interesting, so yes.
Even though if QTB does land a stun, they do trade hits, if Hecarim is able to use his aura ability to gain back some health, he'll be regaining health as well. So it'll be a fair sustained trade, so to speak. And at the same time, Hecarim is able to do out a lot of damage to the opponent champions with his abilities. So it's going to be very interesting to see, as Hecarim at top has a lot of ways to run away easily with his charge and his ultimate. He does get ganked and everything.
Yeah, I mean, definitely is there. So the charge and things like that is there. Geno is relatively low at this point in time. Lee Sin coming in for a possible gank. Geno will be able to escape out of it, but Geno's Resonating Strike does not land on it. And pretty much this will be the end of the gank and the counter gank immediately. I like the fact that they were in it, so it's great there, so yeah. People are asking if Bangkok Titans win, is there still the IP boost?
I am not sure. We shall see.
We shall see, because yeah, it did come out some time ago for marketing. I'm not sure if it's still ongoing or not, waiting for them to get their first win, but if it is, it should be pretty interesting.
Definitely. As you can see, that early kill is just given Bangkok Titans that slight advantage just by a bit, as that kill did fall onto Rengar. And well, we will just see how well he plays it out. Because the extra form of gold gave him the early heart of the gold, which is, well, I thought he would go for maybe a cage, lucky pick or something else, depending on how Rengar will be played out. But right now it's going to be very aggressive, going to go counter jungle as well. Or no, actually going to go in the gank mid lane without enough ferocity stacks. Just going to do as much damage as he can. And Nixwater opting to charm Rise right there. Very good decision. If he did not charm Rise but opt to charm onto Rengar, he would have Rise will be able to walk on forward and use a room freezer.
Oh, look at that! Roran going down.
Yes.
No problem there. I like the ignite in place at the very last moment, possibly going to let him escape, but just at the last moment putting on the ignite so that he cannot escape and that the kill is actually confirmed. But Geno actually dancing around with QTV. QTV is pretty low on mana. The ball shot does go off. The heal actually doesn't actually manage to land. The battle raw. So yeah.
Battle raw did land actually.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't look like very much was lost. So, it could be at very low levels. That is, and he does not have his 5 stacks up at that point. So yes, it is. At this point in time, just look at the amount of wards everywhere. Oh, possibly getting grabbed, but no, the teleport will actually manage to go off a little bit slow on the side of Blitzcrank there. So not much that actually can be done.
And this is something that Pseudo did teach me, so to speak. Actually, when you use your recall, once it reaches the last second, no matter what damage is dealt to you, you still teleport back to base.
Except for hard CC.
Yeah, except for super hard CC, like
a stun.
Or Malphite.
Yeah, or a
like
knock up into the air. Basically, that will not prevent it. Violet going very low. Will the charm actually go off? The charm does go off. Geno forced to flash away from all this damage. Nice turn around the side of Saigon Jokers. Possibly, once again, Resonating Strike not meeting its connect at the very end of it. But I like how it's going. At this point in time, we do see that Rengar has a heart of gold. So a very different Rengar than what it was before. But it was very interesting to see that heart of gold being picked up first.
I believe the Rengar will be playing more of a AD base, AD tank for this match, not really an AP tank. So it'll be interesting to see how well he's going to transition. Because right now, with the heart of gold and with the Duan's Blade, he's just so much more, be able to do out so much more damage in comparison to Lee Sin. Even though Lee Sin does do quite a bit, but because of all the skills and skill shots, and Nixwater being a bit too aggressive, getting caught, but he has forced to use his ulti to get away, and right now he's going to be very substantial to ganks in the mid lane. We can see Judy with his right, almost hitting the target.
Almost the hand, the glove almost connected there, but I like the fact that Bangkok Titans has a lot of wards, is pretty much everywhere across the map, and that many things actually can be seen, so I really like that.
We can see right there, Rafa playing very safe right there, not wanting to get ganked, hiding in the brush, even though after the creeps have pushed out too far, because he does not have any wards. So Lee Sin wasted quite a bit of time there before going back. You can see actually Rafa moving to the back looking for Lee Sin. and top right there. Not sure what's happening. Okay, after seeing that Lee Sin is no longer in the brushes, he's going to come out, I believe, or he's just going to play safe.
No, I'm pretty sure he just wanted to check just to make sure that Lee Sin is not in the top brushes of the lane as well. So he's kind of dancing around there because his lane is pretty much shoved at this point. And there is no relatively free CS for him to even, come and collect. So he will be dancing around the tower now. If Lee Sin was there, Lee Sin can cripple Resonating Strike into Tempest, and as well as Irelia can land an additional stun, if not a very heavy slow. So Geno possibly, look at that health being down on Nyx Water. Geno will be able to get away from this, but Leah is coming in. Will they manage to steal the blue? The smite does go off, and Violet gets the blue, not giving it to Nyx Water. Look at all the jumps everywhere, but Leah does bring down Violet. Nyx Water almost going down. Will Geno be able to land any sort of kill? The grab goes off. Junie, amazing grab there. The ultimate. Flying in the wrong direction. Possibly could have gotten Xerath, but if he did not flash. But yes, flying away, arrow to nowhere.
And just like we noticed, as we were moving the icons around with the new update onto the server as well for C server. If you do spectate, you can actually move the icons up to match whoever's matching. So you can see right now it's been moved up to Irelia against Hecarim, and then Rengar against Lee Sin, and Ryze against AD carry supports are all being matched out very well right there. So it's easier to see what you want to see and match the difference right there.
Definitely.
And see right now, Hecarim is falling short quite a bit, I would say, because of all the support Lee Sin has been giving to Irelia.
But look at the CS difference. It's 29 now to 77. That's a lot of difference. Looks like Xerath will be going down. Crescendo does go off. I like the cleanse immediately coming off, but not being able to bring Xerath down all that very much. The heal from the W of Sona definitely helping her out quite a bit there. Now, if we look at the difference of mid, now, it's quite amazing to see that Nyx Water isn't vastly ahead.
Because he's been being a bit too aggressive so far. He tries to get as much CS as he can by just countering the waves, so to speak. Like just like you saw him always at the opponent's side for hitting the waves, and then getting caught by Rengar, forced to fall back to safety, not coming out so fast. And here you can see Geno going in
shot.
The kill. It's not going to be enough. Nyx Water will get out alive, but he does use his ultimate already. It's just going to make it much more easier for Rengar to gank later if he does use the ulti to jump in.
That could be possible, but with Lee Sin's presence around, I don't really think so that will be all that much going to be happening anytime soon. But if pretty much, look at the arrow.
Flying from the base.
Flying. Will it land on Hecarim? It sure looks like it. Just barely missing it just by a little bit there. Violet will dash in. Rengar's there as well. I'm not sure why Violet decided to jump in, and oh my god.
I would say Violet decided to jump.
Going to lose this.
We saw it very well. He jumped in, instantly kicked him out so that Irelia could land the kill on the stun, but he instantly responded using his ultimate over back to the tower, fearing him, and splash away instead. That was so well played right there by Ron, I would say.
I know, it was very much there, and Laukia is saying that Pseudo is dead. Yes, oh my god, the Pseudo is dead.
Oh yeah, Pseudo is dead. Yes, thank you for reminding me there, Laukia. Yes, since, if you have seen the ratios, it will definitely be a win from our side. You will be able to see I'll get the 7 points, and then I'll get the 3 points as well. It's going to be 10 points already. Maybe we should just do it later, He can just carry me later, and we can just do a few things, and we'll show it tomorrow directly. BKT wins.
I like the fact that people are saying we should go to Garena office Malaysia and feed Teddy even more. Like,
don't feed me, please. Don't feed me. I'm heavy enough for just heavy. Just enough.
Just enough. So we're going back into game once again. We just actually moved out so that we could actually do something. Laukia is saying if Bangkok Titans wins, I'm a dead no matter what the outcome is tomorrow, and that is right. But hopefully, just get
no hope at all.
Just get 100 packets of nasi lemak payable only personally by Teddy. Wow. And Teddy is saying, people are saying, TeddyTibbers, I love your shoutcasting skill. So you have fans out there who want to see you being carried by me.
Yes. And we can see, Rengar is so good because when he does go for the gank, his ultimate invisibility, he allows you to spot everyone. Junie will die here, I believe. And yes, they goes out. Perfect ultimate right there. And Violet going to be taken down instantly as well. The exhaust goes out. Ari comes in to do the cleanup. Will it work? Yes.
The stun does go off by the ultimate. Yes. Cleanup duty. Next water, you have been called. Will you actually bring down Xerath? Waiting for a spell to come out on cooldown, but nope. Leah does come in. The second jump does go off, and that will go on cooldown. So we managed to pick up one kill on Saigon Jokers there. It's still 5-2. And if the earlier game between KL Hunters and Singapore Sentinels is any indicator, is no matter if you're ahead 10 kills, anything is possible.
Yes, anything is possible. He's just saying that to make himself feel better. Don't worry, it's not possible. Anyway,
it's only 30 minutes in.
Yeah, we can see that Irelia opting to rush his Trinity Force as well as going for Berserker Greaves instead of going for Mercury Chest. We've seen that being used on QTV quite a bit lately. He instead of survivability, he opts for more damage in trading hits and winning out in that. And we can see right there, Hecarim playing a bit safe. As you can see, Hecarim, even if it's a jungler, he can really get you 2 GP5s and continue the jungler's overall damage. And right there, a good grab by Juni and Flash being burned by Sona. Ooh, if the gang does happen after Irie gets the blue, bot lane is going to be a lot of trouble.
What's very interesting here to note is that the CS difference on the top lane is at 60.
Yes.
60 is a huge number.
Yes, but Rovan is doing very well in holding his own in the lane. Yes,
that is true.
Yes,
that is very true.
So it's going to be very exciting to see these 2 new additions to BKT somehow seems to have overall improved the overall gameplay, teamwork, what has been happening so far. And wow, BKT has been reborn, and it's going to be very interesting to see. And during the season, when you add in new players to play for you, it's going to be hard for other players to know, even though you know what roles they're playing, but you don't know their style.
Yeah, the style is the things that works out synergy here. And at this point in time, Bangkok Titans is actually looking a little bit better in synergy because their opponents are a little bit off balance now at this point. So yeah, as much as Roran does have 2 GP5s, the Philosopher's Stone and the Heart of Gold, it does not make up for the 50 CS difference.
It will not make up for now.
Not for now, but in the late game, yes, it definitely
will allow him to catch up quite a bit. You can see Geno and Lilia going in for the gang. Lee Sin will be coming as well, but this 3-man against these 2 is going to be much stronger as, you know, there goes the invisibility. There's nothing you can do. And there goes QT even charging in for the kill jet now, and Fear goes off, hitting both Lee Sin and Irelia. Irelia going to be burst down, the kill goes to Lia, and right now they're going to charge in onto Lee Sin. Rengar going to be very tanky after using his abilities, no problem, and the double kill goes onto Lia. And yes, you are so going to carry me, Pseudo. And this is it.
No, I'm going to die doing this. Surprisingly, even with the 5 kills, oh, I like the charm actually hitting. The 5 kill lead, it's only a 2k difference in gold?
Because as you mentioned, the overall CS right there is the determiner right now.
No, I mean, I'm actually shocked at that's the amount that's actually different. Nyx Water does not have his ultimate, so he can't actually jump in, but looks like Leah will get dropped out of this.
Will take on Junie?
No, Junie survives, and nobody's there to even clean up Junie. So great job there on the side of Saigon Jokers. Calculated risk. I like that.
Yes, if only Azure his ulti was up, you could see Junie die as well. And then it'd be all perfect, all ending into what I want. Yes, today is a great day for Thailand and the underdogs. And we saw the first match KLH won, and now we will see BKT win, and it will be a huge upset of the day, I would say. And we can see overall, moving on from this fight, with Ash being one of those AD carries, is going to have to play a bit more safe because without the support, she only will be using the body to farm, so to speak. So she needs to be really picky on how she does it. If she gets caught, she's going to die very instantly. That's why as an Ash player right now, you can see that most of them take Flash and Cleanse, just like Vayne. Because if they get caught, they can't do the stun, they can't do the volleys.
The escape mechanism is just not there. So that's why they need an escape mechanism of either Flash or maybe Ghost to help them escape out of it. And the Cleanse definitely will help them escape from, any sort of sticky situations.
Yes. Especially after you cleanse and you flash away, you can still kite your opponent very safely. And that's what gives you that slight advantage, so to speak. And we can see right now at the top lane, QTV being a bit too aggressive, pushing a bit too far. Actually going to die right into the... Yes, actually going to die right into... Oh,
no. Wait, what's going on here?
Actually chooses to fall back right there. He knows that he's not going to make it in time, going to not be able to rush.
Leah's coming in as well.
Leah's going to come in and QTV is going to go down.
I'm not sure what exactly was going on there, so yeah.
He was pushing, being a bit too aggressive, pushing onto the tower, and then Rengar, which is Geno, he came from behind, and then he had nowhere to run. He was forced to push down, run off downwards, and then free kill right there for Bangkok Titans.
Free kill for Bangkok Titans indeed. And what's interesting to see is that the goal difference is only 1k now. It is just 1k and a little bit, but yeah.
You can see from this, so slowly landing the kills, so to speak, and landing the assist on the BKT side, they are coming back. In terms of CS overall, it's still in the favor for overall CS, I would say, just in terms of number, in Saigon Joker's favor. But slowly we'll see that this will transition. We see Geno being a boss right there. Look at that.
Missing the charm there, Nick's Water. That was due to the jump that actually happened. And it was very interesting to see. In fact, Laukia did say it in the RSC chat here that the whole reason why QTV was dancing around and playing with them in the bottom was because Saigon Jokers took Dragon.
That's true.
And
That's
so
true.
they got a free Dragon for 1 kill out there, possibly worth it, and that's why the goal difference has dropped so very much, and it only has reached about 1k now, so yes.
And we can see, wow, Ash already having the Infinity Age because of the 2 kills, 1 assist, and overall CS. So Ezreal is going to back up quite a bit. By the 20-minute mark, he should have his Trinity Force. You can see the ulti going down, clearing out the creeps and protecting his turret right there. And Lee Sin waiting for the gang. Sona actually went back to base, but Blitzcrank is not uncertain about that. We can see QTV being very aggressive at the top lane once again. As he knows, he does have the item advantage. Going to push Ron back and force people to focus on to him, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, so I like to see, I want to see what Saigon Jokers is actually going to do. I like the fact that Irelia has Trinity Force. I like that Ari has Death Fire Grounds for the additional burst out there. And I like the fact that Ash already has Infinity Edge, possibly building into a Bloodthirster with a Vampiric Scepter. I like possibly, but I like the fact that she has Lifesteal.
Yeah, of course, the most important thing.
I would say the most important thing. And on the side of Bangkok Titans, you don't really have all that much items once again missing. The arrow, I don't know what's happening today. All the coordinations is going a little bit off. But what I want to see now is that Saigon Jokers focusing on the heavy team fight, forcing Bangkok Titans to go into team fights where they are unable to win. That's what I want to see.
Well, we can see right now, Geno will be caught out in for position, but his ultimate just saves him right there. Totally just using it, and you can see Hackery Ron charging into position. The ultimate lands, and they're going to burst down Nick's Water very quickly. Nick's
Water possibly getting away.
Ron will get
so
the kill
close.
definitely, and then QTV will get the kill onto him, and Leah will chase after him. You can see it's a fight of the junglers at top right now. Geno against Violet. I believe Violet will lose his fight because Geno is just waiting for the cooldowns, and he actually hits the wall right there with his skill, missing it, and Violet missing the resonance strike. Geno with the both there are gonna fall back as they know that if Lee Sin just goes
will come in to sweep this up from the river. Will Violet be able to get away from this? The creeps are blocking him. Leah is running. Oh, the jukes will be happening, but 1 Q. In fact, anything at all, and basically he's down. I like how QTV is coming in here to possibly assist. I like that team play. I love, in fact, that team play. Very nice juking, coordinating with their teammates, and saving themselves. I like that.
You can see Blitzcrank again going on to skills side there. The ward is there. He gets caught, but just to force him to delay his return, so to speak, onto the base to get his Trinity Force. SC has not went back at all, and we can see Archie being very aggressive after breaking down the bottom turret. He's going to move on to the base as well, and take every single one of them.
I like that critical 548.
It's okay, it's a minion. I mean, it's not even a minion, it's a jungler minion. Let's put it that way.
It's not a jungler minion, it's a jungle minion.
Okay, fine.
No.
Yes. And you can see right there, both sides doing very well to keep up whatever advantage they can in this game. So far, early stage, it went to BKT. And right now, in terms of just kills, it is still BKT's favor, but not in terms of the CS, as well as objectives taken. The one dragon, as well as the top and bottom turret, and middle as well.
Oh, I like the fact that people were caught up on it, and jungler minion. The minions like go jungling.
Yes.
But like what everybody is saying, I don't want to say it, the goal lead.
I mean, it's still in SAJ side.
And at one point, it was in Bangkok Titans side. I did not want to say it, but everybody else was talking about it, and the goal lead was not there. So yes, Bangkok Titans did come back very, very strong in the goal lead section. And they will be catching up now. It's all these extra GP5 items that will help them. So they have 5 on the side of Bangkok Titans, and on the side of Saigon Jokers, they only have 2.
We could say that Ari did have an early Kage pick. I'm not sure whether she took it. I thought I saw a blasting one earlier instead of getting the cage lucky pick. She instantly got the Death Fire Graphs after that. So I'm not sure whether she did get a slight so-called gold like there. I mean, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, but it just helps out.
It just helps out a little bit, and it's all this little bit that actually makes things really, really exciting and happening. I like the fact that they're immediately going in for Dragon right now. They have 4 of them there. They are warded pretty well, but Hakrim could be coming in here.
Hakrim charging in without his teammates like a boss, so they just scary out away. And Geno will be spotted as the pink ward, but he jumps onto Lee Sin really enough. And now right now,
Nixwater is out of position.
Okay, Ari with the ulti is going to be safe, and right now they're actually going to disengage right there. They're going to wait for SAJ to hit the dragon.
And which is what they're immediately doing. Aurelia turning back and immediately starting to do it. I like the additional wards being placed there. Roran charging in. The ultimate does not happen, and everything's going on at the moment. So Saigon Jokers do get the dragon. Crescendo does go off. Many people are caught inside there. But what's happening is that Nixwater is still very much alive. Leah is still very much alive, and Archie is continuously dealing damage. And this will go to the side of Saigon Jokers. Even though Archie does die at the end of it, it is an ace, a 5-3 match. And with that, Saigon Jokers also had Dragon. So, great job there. I like the team fight.
It was actually very weird because they all charged in to kill Junie just now. I think someone got grabbed out of position and they just charged in to burst Junie down. They were all kept into the Dragon area. Well, SAJ was just outside doing as much damage as they could. As you can see, Ash was at full health until Leah decided to aim him down.
Indeed, it was a really good job there from the side of Saigon Jokers. In fact, I must give praise where praise is due. This is the being nice part here.
Being nice.
For the fact that Bangkok Titan, Zera's ulti on Sona was extremely clutch, was extremely amazing, catching out 3 of the main damage dealers and stopping them there, giving Bangkok Titans a chance to win that fight. Because if that ultimate did not happen, they would have evaporated instantaneously. So yes.
Yes. I'm just gonna say you're praising Ceres because it's a Sona user and you're a Sona lover.
And I am a Sona lover as well. Yes.
Some people are asking about what logic is happening behind this game, so I'm not so sure how to answer that. It's an underdog's day, and BKT will come out above. We can see later when the Baron fight happens again, we are ace maybe for BKT, what SAG are doing halfway.
Yes, indeed, I have a fetish over Sona on my, not on my GM account, but on my other account, I have over 200 ranked games of Sona. Yes, that's how much I love Sona.
You can see Geno actually going to charge in, going to stop QTV in his tracks with the bind and flashing in to chase up to continues on the red buff, and there goes Ron's ultimate, fearing him, pushing him back. QTV will definitely go down from this.
Oh, wow.
Did he just flash in?
I believe he did. All of a sudden there was a dash in.
He did flash in to make sure that kill did happen. Very well played right there from Bangkok Titans. And you can see Rengar right now, just to mention a bit of his skills, how they adds up. A lot of people have been maxing Q first. But actually, the best way, so to speak, the correct way that players have been playing right now is you max W first and then you max E. Because you max E, you reduce the cooldown and the slow percentage much higher, so you'll be able to slow them down as much as you want and continuously wait for your skills to cool down and charge up your ferocity. And as you can see, all these Rengar plays for today have been very well and very strong. You can see
look at that grab. I like that grab. Triple of the Foxfires immediately landing on Leah, bringing them down. And looks like Leah will go down. And at the same time, Crescendo only hitting one person, so not all that clutch this time. I like the arrow coming in. Geno looks like he will be going down. He's hiding in the bush there. Zeras will go down as well. Nice charm hitting up there. SKLZ moving down. Roran is the only one possibly coming for a cleanup, but with Nixwater there and with Archie dealing damage, that will be an amazing ace for 1.
Again, aiming Junie.
Again, aiming Junie. Again, aiming Junie.
One thing,
I like the fact that they are 16-14. I like the fact that they are 5,000
6.
7,000 ahead now already. So possibly I could be coming back here. I like this.
Don't worry, don't worry. As you can see right there, Rice being one of the more tanky mage AP carry, so to speak, you saw that he took out a lot of punishment, but with his ultimate, there was no CC to stop him from casting out spells. He instantly regen back. He did as much damage as he could before it fell down, and that was very well played.
Oh, Archie being chased. Oh, Big Water is there.
Very aggressive actually. Geno,
there goes wow.
0. Geno just with Aegis of Legion's Phage and the Chain Vest actually going to be very, very strong. You can see that his survivability, his abilities just keeps him up alive. But for those of you that do not know, Rengar is actually much more squishier in comparison to a lot of newer champions like Darius. His base stats is just not as high as theirs, so to speak. Like without his abilities, and with the same items and without his abilities, his survival rate in comparison with the others is actually not as high, so to speak. And that's why some people say that Rengar is a squishy champion. That is partially correct, just because if he doesn't have his skills ready, he is very much squishy and easily taken down. So we're gonna see maybe a Baron gonna go down for BKT, or they're just gathering to try to catch QTV. QTV now being more safe, planting a few wards, seeing that his ward has expired. It's actually gonna move back quite a bit, wait for teammates to come to support him from the side. We see this might be Ronron getting caught out here, checking out the rush, moving into Lee Sin, and yes, Lee Sin just hiding in the blood spot, going to catch on to Ronron, slowing him down. Rengar does come in, they're going to push back onto Vida right there, going to burst him down, and here QTV comes out from behind. We see that he's going to dash in, the Ezreal ulti hits onto Lee Sin, and Avi's jump.
Look at next water coming up to clean up everything. Geno looks like he will be going down, no problem whatsoever. I like the Foxfire, is so strong. Ari has Rabadon's death cap, does have the Giant's belt out there, and the additional magic penetration from there. Rice is relatively tanky as well. But if we look at everything as a total, this is what I'm talking about here. Saigon Jokers forcing the team fights and winning them. This is what they needed to do from the very beginning, because they had the goal advantage, and this is what they're doing. They're expanding it further, and I like this play very much so.
Yes, and well, that fight could have fallen into BKT's favor actually, but Roman actually missed the ultimate right there. He's Hecarim, the most important ultimate, with the fear, pushing away and doing a lot of magic damage. It just totally missed, which caused all his teammates to die instantly when everyone of backup from SAJ came in to the circle. Did you see that happen? They actually went out too far. I'm like, okay, the ulti is out. There's going to be a change, but it just overextended, like so far away from anything else, and had to choose to run after that.
That is very true. It was a little bit out of position. And many of the factors here of Bangkok Titans is not only the aiming, but the also positioning of things. It's interesting to note that Saigon Jokers actually suspect this and immediately are moving there right now. The ward will confirm this. Zerath being pulled away from the Baron pit. But they're not focusing actually on Baron, possibly waiting. Resonating Strike does go down. The flashes all go up. Look at how fast everybody is melting. Geno, look at it being burst instantly gone. Nice crescendo once again, but nobody's all that low on the side of Saigon Jokers. Looks like Skills will be able to escape from this, possibly. Yes, they will be able to. And Baron as well being picked up. So, huge lead for the side of Saigon Jokers. I like that. I like that very much so.
And just now for the Baron, actually both junglers missed smite. I'm not sure who used it first, but they spited when they saw it was they had no other choice. And then RB with the ultimate actually got the blast hit onto the Baron, I believe.
It was the Foxfire that jumped there. I like that arrow. The arrow came from nowhere from the top, and it is the third ace of this game. You saw it right. It is the third ace. This is the second inhibitor, and looks like they will be going for the final kill. Rengar will be Hecarim coming out relatively soon. The only person that will take some time is Ezreal. They could possibly go up for some defense here, but it sure looks as if this will go in favor of me, getting 2 additional points, and that is it. Saigon Jokers with the win. 2 points, 1 step closer to seeing TeddyTibbers lose and do the 50 sit-up.
It's okay, for today I still won. And everyone actually, I think
you're one up.
You're one up. Okay, because underdogs are more powerful. And for this, I know you were most probably they were quite scared. It's no, if BKT did win, there's no way you're gonna come back from this. I know I believe everyone as well is very excited to see this game for today. You know, BKT performed exceptionally well today.
Both the matches were really good. Both
Yes.
the matches were really amazing. Bangkok Titans came really close to winning this. It was very good plays all around. Just that top kind of lost out a bit, and that's what basically made the tipping point. Where he wasn't all that present in team fights, he couldn't really do all that much, and the GP5s just took a little bit too long to tick away to gather goal. So
Yes.
yeah. I know you guys, I have been asking you guys very interesting things. On the chat, I've been talking to you guys pretty much
He's
throughout.
been neglecting me because he's so scared he's gonna get punished. He's trying to convince
No,
you guys
I have
that I
not.
will not punish him.
No, I've not been doing that. But for the 109 people that are currently watching us, and pretty much from before this, and those of y'all who are in the chat, we need some feedback. We need to know if you like this casting style, if you like the fact that we take sides and we root for our sides, and if you like, the challenge side of it. Now, writing it on an RC chat is fine, but writing it on a YouTube page where the bosses can be actually view back and see what it is all about will actually be so much more beneficial. So if you guys can do that for us, it'd be great. Also, there'll be next week's punishment if we decide to continue. It will be picked from possibly Facebook. So leave your suggestions of what you would like to see Teddy and me do next week.
Yes, and so moving on the agenda, so to speak. I know all of you are waiting for this. I believe a lot of people are random winners who are like surprised they actually won the Triangle Garena Shoutcasters. A lot of people came to me and asked, I actually won, what do I do now? And things like that. So moving on to the Triangle Garena Shoutcasters, everyone has been waiting for today for watching this GPL live casting. And before we go on to the question, of course, just mention the rules where winners will be announced on Facebook the following Monday, shells will be credited on the following Monday after the weekend, and the contest is only open to summoners on the Singapore/Malaysia servers. And lastly, the question. As you all know, Halloween is coming. So this is partially Halloween related and also beneficial for you guys and us. So what do you want the GPL casters to be during Halloween? So this applies to, we could apply to anyone, it could be applied to Darren.
It could apply to the Singapore side, it could be all the casters there, it could apply to the Malaysian side, it could apply to any sort of caster that you have seen out there, but preferably the GPL casters. And what do you want to see us dressed up in for Halloween?
Apparently, I see a statement that Teddy can be a teddy bear and Pseudo be a Sona. So
you want me to be Sona?
Yes,
wow.
we'll have to give fake boobs for this. Yes, please post it on Facebook and
You know what?
We get people to make it happen.
This is entirely on Facebook. If many people actually thumb it up that you want to see me as Sona, I'll do it for you guys. But
or inject him with hormones.
But
Visual.
the catch here is I will dress up as Sona for you guys, full outfit with boobs and everything else. But the post and the people that actually want it, this video needs to get 50 likes. This YouTube video needs to get 50 likes. If the 50 likes is not there, full outfit by Monday, everything else, I won't dress up as Sona. The post and the people that actually want it, that's very simple. This video 50 likes on the YouTube video that's currently going on. There is 5 likes, so you have 45 more to go. And if it reaches 50 likes by Monday, I'll do it. I'll dress up as Sona for you
Please
guys.
choose the skin as well. And then
Choose the skin as well. I'll do it as well.
Pentakill, emo kid, yes,
Oh, wow.
he's black and dark, not black, but dark enough in terms of skin
Yes,
color.
45 to go, boobs included, whole
Botox
costume
or
dressed up, Botox included as well. Everything will be there. I will have long, luscious hair, and I'll play. Yes, I'll do that for you guys. 50. The challenge is out there. It will be recorded on the VOD. So yes, 50 likes.
CBRB baking Smurfs, wow. Anyway, so thank you all for watching for today's games. I hope you're excited as how we were. They're both amazing games to
It
play.
was very amazing.
Yes. So we hope you enjoyed it. We did enjoy the cast it, and thank you all for your support and your views as well. It really helps us improve. And so this will be it for tonight. Tomorrow we'll be streaming as well, but Singapore will be the mainstream. So do not need to worry about that. You can just check up the end results later and see who won, and they can come and tell Pseudo to carry me.
Well, we will be streaming tomorrow as well. We will not be the mainstream as what we are today, but you can switch channels and come to us and watch us on the second on the second stream. We will be continuing in a similar style as what we have been doing today. We have selected 2 different teams. We just bring up the document so that we can see the teams of who we have done. So for tomorrow, the first match is KL Hunters versus Manila Eagles, in which Teddy has chosen KL Hunters and I have chosen Manila Eagles. And for the last match, it will be Singapore Sentinels versus TPA, where I have picked Singapore Sentinels and TPA. And the ratios are there as well. So at the end of things, you will get to find out who gets the punishment and who comes up victorious. So yes.
I think I'll win. Get ready to carry. Maybe I should carry my 10-ton bag while you carry me and then...
Oh my god, there's 11 likes. Oh my god.
Anyway, so thank you all for watching for today, and this is it. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as he is enjoying it right now for the 50 likes, so you can dress up as Sona. And yes, thank you all so much for watching. I'm TeddyTibbers.
And this is Pseudo. Thank you guys so much. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Good night.
Bye.